washed?
Yes.
Sweet. I need the
Peeler.
peeler. Yes, please.
Okay.
Alexa, volume 7. Alexa, volume 8. Alexa, volume 9.
What else was it?
Apple cider out of the fridge. We're just waiting for the commercial to go away. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, so you caught me doing all kinds of weird stuff because I'm looking at my laptop, waiting for my computer out there to start running. And yeah, you caught me. Okay, so we're awake. Happy Turkey Day. Say Happy Turkey Day.
Happy Turkey Day.
Okay, got my sous chef in the back there trying to look for the apple cider, which is on the top shelf in the very back in the plastic bag.
Oh.
Go pick up your shit.
Grumpy walking through my kitchen. Alright, so anyways, we're going to start off at making apple cider and blueberry muffins. Other than that, I don't know, we're just going to roll today and get everything done. And that should be it. Happy Thanksgiving Day, and we're going to start rolling. Got any questions or anything, just let me know. Drop food from last night. My daughter's having issues of hearing me. Maybe she might check the speakers behind my screen and turn up the volume, because I turned it down last night.
Okay. What kind of stuff do you got?
Just leave it.
I have nothing wrong with
You have everything. I'll be right back. Technical difficulties. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Coffee.
Yeah, fix the thing.
Fuzz. Fuzzy, get out of my pot. Fuzzy, get out of my pot. My cat's in my pots. I guess we're having cooked cat for Thanksgiving.
No.
So much for hammered. So much for hammered turkey. We're just gonna have cat.
No.
Why not, Victoria?
Because she's my favorite cat.
Oh, damn it.
Get out of my pot. Get out of my pot.
My cat's in the pot. I guess we'll have cooked cat. Okay, trying to get some orange peel going on here, and this is being more difficult than it is.
Want me to peel it?
No, I got it. I don't need the white. I just need the peel. Hey, if it goes sideways. Oh, the instructions are over here on my right hand side, Minnie.
Okay. More apple cider and what?
We're making hot apple cider this morning.
6 cups apple cider.
Gonna make my house smell all kinds of yummy.
So
Okay, there's the orange peel that it asked for. Oh, sorry about that. I'm going to aim it down to what I'm doing here. Sorry. And Minnie's over here. She's working on the apple cider. Apple cider's right there in that jug. Oh, right here. All kinds of pots and pans going on today. Today's gonna be crazy. Bulldog asked what time he wanted the ham to go in, and I told him he has to wait a minute because we want to get everything else cooked, and I have bread and yams and some difficult stuff that need to go in the oven way before the ham, considering the ham is only going to take about an hour 45 minutes, so because it's already pre-cooked. Yeah, what do you need? Did you shake this bottle first?
No.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna do 2 batches of this. Yeah, take that and grab the towel that we need. It has the citrus in it right now. Okay. We're gonna angle this back that way. Sorry, I need a cigarette this morning. Okay. Haven't had one yet. Okay. Apple cider and maple syrup. So you need 1/4 of a cup. Just grab the measuring cup basket and bring it over here. That's fine. Huh? No!
Okay.
I wish everybody stopped asking me about the foil. The foil's fine. Yes, 1/4 of a cup. Maple syrup. It's right here. Sorry, I was moving pots and pans around if you were hearing me.
Do you open this?
Yeah. Ta-da! My cat is like this weird marshmallow girl. She likes anything plastic and crunchy. So the more it crunches, the more she wants to play with it. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Apple cider, maple syrup, stainless steel. Place cinnamon sticks, cloves, so 2 sticks. Just put it over here. Shit. Just drop my lime peel. Okay, get off the carpet for a second. Sorry, we have this purple carpet under our feet that... Huh? Hi, Marvin. Hi, Marvin. Happy Thanksgiving.
You gals have some great shirts.
Okay, good. We're not wearing the same shirt. That's what I was afraid of because
Yeah.
I got her the same gamer shirt.
I was gonna wear that shirt. I was like, nah, just in case.
I bought her this shirt, and then I had to go back and buy a new one because it was cool. Okay, cinnamon sticks. What's next? Your list is over there.
Oh.
Let's do 2 tied up little bit ones.
Cloves? How much cloves?
It says on there.
6 cloves. 6 whole cloves.
Yep. cloves are right there on the counter. Okay, cinnamon sticks are in. Okay, you got cloves. 6 allspice berries. I'm not sure if I have 6 allspice berries.
Put 6.
Oh, I do. Oh, got plastic in there too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so if you're coming in late, we are making hot apple cider. Never made it before. Always know that it makes the house smell so yummy. What else do we need? Orange peel, lemon peel.
Orange peel, lemon peel.
Does it say exactly how much?
Orange peel.
Cut into strips.
Cut in strips.
Shit. Okay, so we're gonna do chunkies apparently. Yeah, but I want to be able to dig these back out. I don't want to have these small enough where I'm just gonna put them in the way I have them. Okay, take that off. We're gonna put this up on the top heat.
What are you currently making tiles of?
Hot apple cider. We are making hot apple cider right now. Okay, place cinnamon sticks. Yeah, it says put all that in a cheesecloth, but we're just gonna make them big and chunky. That way we can just scoop them out later. Scoop. Place saucepan over heat 5 to 10 minutes. Blah 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 blah. Hot and boiling. Okay, gotcha. Hot apple cider done. Check.
Yeah.
It's on. It's right there. I got the right eye on. Move. Oh. Yeah, it's in the wrong. I'm trying to put it in the wrong thing. I tap my timer so all you hear is tick 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 tick. We're gonna explode.
Hi, Fuzzy.
Oh, Fuzzy getting away?
No, I told him that Fuzzy, my cat, says hi.
Oh. I was about to say, you better not have another cat butt in our way. Okay, hot apple cider done. Check. Just needs to be heated. That one's done. Alright, check. Done.
Okay, what are we doing next?
Blueberry muffins,
Okay.
which we need the recipe book this time.
Okay. All for my bowl.
Yeah, we might need a bowl. We might want to grab one of those, Victoria. Okay, so we got blueberry muffins. Turn it towards both of us here. We got blueberry muffins coming. It's what we're currently making. She's got the recipe book right below her.
Yeah.
And then right after that, we have to do cinnamon roll, regular bread, and I think it has to come up to. It has to proof, which means it has to double in its size, which I am looking right now. This should be elastic stiff and not dry. Set aside, let out of cold to lukewarm, boil, water, yeast, stir to dissolve. Flour. Oh, this doesn't have to rise. Awesome. And you might want to wash that one out, baby girl.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Oh, you threw it on the floor. Just threw the measuring cup on the floor. Okay, hot apple cider's done. Check. This is our Thanksgiving dinner menu. Sorry, I'm gonna get this in camera so it doesn't go all fuzzy. That's our menu, and that's what we're working on. Everything that's scratched off is what we've done so far. Oh, gotta scratch off popcorn balls. Oh wait, that was her little picture.
Yeah.
So everything else is pretty much easy peasy except for the rolls and the blueberry muffins. Sorry, I'm gonna flash my pink cards in front of you guys. Oh, where's that card that you just had? The one that says blueberry muffins. Was there a pink one in here?
No.
Did I shuffle it in here?
Yes.
That was my bad. Okay, so keep us straight. We are making blueberry muffins. We are currently getting all the ingredients for it, as we see Victoria's booty in the background. That's, oh, I'm going to step aside. What she's digging in is my flour bucket. It's a 5-gallon bucket. I have one for sugar and one for flour. It shows you how much flour and sugar we go through in my house. Okay, I'm going to definitely try to stick these somewhere. Hopefully that's not in camera view, but it's okay. That apple cider is done. It's going to go into my recipe book. I'm going to move this out of the Minnie's way. Ooh, it smells so good already. Okay, what else are you working on, baby girl? Oh, we need a small bowl too, which is this one here. This is blueberry muffins with streusel topping. Wait, the small cups or the big cups? Big cups, maybe. Big cups. I got it. You're over there. Shoot.
So, we heat oven to 420.
Oh, 425 for the oven.
Yes.
Check.
9 a 12-cup muffin pan. Prepare topping.
I got the topping. You want to do the topping or you want to do the muffins?
I want to do the muffins.
Okay, do the muffins.
Okay. Sift together in another bowl flour, baking powder,
Go
baking
get
soda,
your
and
sifter.
salt.
Nope.
Here?
Sifter's bottom cabinet.
Okay.
Or actually up on top. Door. On your right. Careful of that bottle. These are silicone muffin cups, see? Not paper. Use them over and over again. Great investment. Get them at the cooking store. So, flour.
See a lot of flour.
I'm missing one. Oh, there it is. Stuck 2 in 1.
1 tablespoon baking powder
Okay.
and 1 teaspoon baking soda.
Get your baking powder. You gonna bring your measuring cup thing over here?
Sure.
Just put it right there. You want me to move it? Here, let me move the camera cord. Go ahead. Here you go.
So, first we need
Follow it step by step or you're gonna flatten out the muffins.
baking powder, 1 tablespoon.
You got a lot of light today. That was baking soda, by the way.
That was.
Yep. You need to read your things. That was baking soda. This was baking soda. This is baking powder. It's okay, they're both 1 teaspoon. Oh, you didn't.
Yeah.
You screwed that up?
Yeah. What do we do?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't screw up your leaveners. She messed that up. And 2.5 cups. Where's your half cup?
Right here.
Okay. I don't know. Buried? Oh, there it is. I hear it. She buried. I have a knife that stays in my flour bucket, so you can just take it and skim off the top, make it all even. I was trying to have a cigarette. Okay. It's a half cup. Where's your 2 cup?
Right here.
Okay. Yeah, you have to be very careful because baking soda will make it rise, baking powder will make it shrink. So you have to get the exact measurements or you're going to have one. You might have had it, let's see, too much baking soda, you would have had like poofier muffins and not so much of the shrinkage of making them come down a little bit. Oh, that's what I was doing. Realized what I needed to do. I needed to strain off the blueberries.
I go ahead, Mom.
Sorry you hear me under my cabinet. Blueberries are in a jar. They were dried blueberries. Ooh, they've been soaking
Since Saturday.
for 2 days in Grand Marnier. Yeah, so these should be really yummy, yummy, yummy blueberries. What did you do?
It's about like not even a quarter.
Did you miss?
Yeah, oh look that.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. So.
Okay, now you need to move.
Okay.
It's no flour. Hey. Okay, I'm wearing black. Awesome.
I'm on blue.
That's what we get for cooking today.
Yep. And I'm wearing.
We get
Wow.
floured.
Okay, so.
Oh,
we
our
need
sifter.
One. This.
So it's a crank handle.
Mom. Mom, we need this and this in there first before we do that.
I know, I'm just sifting a little bit so you don't have such a big tower of flour.
Okay. How do we do this?
Oh, look at there. Oh, she is smarter than the average bear boo-boo. I need to get a knife because you need to make it even. Go grab a knife. Go grab a butter knife. Sorry, itchy this morning. Oh, apple cider smells so good right now. Smell the lemon and the orange. Okay, you got the right one in this time? Baking powder?
Yes.
Okay.
Baking powder.
Yeah. Baking powder is always in a little small container. Baking soda. Makes things go poof. Oops. I don't know what I'm trying to do. Talking.
It's not quite working out.
No, because you're in my way.
Okay.
What was I doing? Oh, you're using my bowl.
What?
You're using my bowl, Boney.
Oh, oops. You can use that one now.
That's okay.
Okay,
Brat.
so
She's a brat.
we got baking powder, baking soda, and salt. Some salt.
I don't know. You put your salt up. Where's your salt? You never got it. Sorry, I have hair hanging from my arms. Do not want hair in my muffins. In my muffins.
Hey, that. Okay.
Okay, toppings. I need 1/4 of a cup of sugar. Do you have a 1/4 of a cup out already?
Yeah.
I need to wash it out.
Sifting.
Elsa, are you good?
Yeah, that's just talking to Robert about his dog and how you're not.
Oh, that's right. That's right. His dog's name is Luna, isn't it?
Yep.
I remember that.
French dog. And his Spanish.
And he has what?
His Spanish.
Yes. Make sure you're staying in that bowl.
I am.
Okay, tap your sides.
Oh, no, he's Hispanic, not half. He's full Hispanic.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. That's good. You don't need all the chunks. Okay.
Okay.
This is why you sift. See the chunks that are left in it? That's why you sift, so you don't have all those chunks in your stuff. But more than likely, this is all your leavening agents, because that's usually what clumps up. So take your fingers, put them in there, and just kind of push that down. Take your fingers and push it through the sifter. There you go. Okay. 1/4 of a cup, tablespoon of flour. You have a tablespoon out here? They're like two little bees walking back and forth, not running into each other. It's crazy. Just don't worry about it.
Okay.
2 tablespoons of butter.
So then, in another bowl, mix together the butter and sugar and egg. Mix, then add milk and vanilla mixed together.
Okay, so you need another bowl.
Yes.
And you need your sugar.
Yes.
This bowl okay?
Yeah, this way.
Okay.
You have your beaters on the mixer?
Yes.
Okay.
Move this bowl over here. Okay. So then, how much sugar do I need?
Oh, actually, hold on.
1 cup
Grab your
sugar.
bowl back. We'll just scoot these around.
Okay. Okay. So I need.
You have to watch out for that counter because all you hear is ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom.
Yeah.
Tearing shit apart in the kitchen today. Ugh. We're here to pump you up. Okay. Swing towards the oven. See, that's the apple cider, hot apple cider. I just turned it down so it doesn't boil itself to death. So I'm gonna turn it back around.
Can I use this half cup or is that for?
That's yours.
Okay.
You need melted?
Yes, melted.
All right, put you in a thing. Yep. See if my eyes done in there. Okay, you need 30 seconds, and I'll keep an eye on that if you want to go. I'll keep an eye on that. Okay.
And then sugar. Sugar. Oh,
Here you go.
thank you. Okay, sugar. Should say 1 cup sugar. 1 cup sugar. Okay.
Whew. Is it yours? You get warm in here.
This is you. 'Cause I'm still cold.
All right, you're melted.
Okay.
Put you over there. And yours needs to be cold.
Yes.
Okay.
Just cooled down.
Half a cup.
1 cup. It says 1 cup.
Okay. That's good. And our sugar smells like vanilla because I put vanilla bean in our sugar and have it on the bottom, so every once in a while you'll get a little black speck in our sugar that comes up. That has to be cooled off first,
Yeah, I know.
so get the rest of your stuff together.
Sugar. Add egg. I need 2 large eggs.
Okay.
Okay.
If I can, I got pie in the morning. You have to give me a minute. I'm gonna get the pies out of the fridge.
Okay.
I'm gonna cap your flour again.
Okay.
What else do you need besides eggs?
Milk.
Milk?
Yes.
Oh, you didn't come get milk then.
Well, that's all that's in there.
I'm still waiting for your eggs.
Okay.
How many eggs you need?
2 large eggs.
Check. 2 large eggs.
Okay, so then stay. Okay, stay there.
No, I don't want to. No, I don't want to. I refuse.
No.
For what?
Put the eggs into.
Oh, put the eggs in?
Yeah.
Good job.
Forgot.
To make sure that they're good.
Yeah.
Scoot you up. Alright, start the cool down.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Okay. Over. And 1/8 of a cinnamon.
Okay.
Luna is a 1.5 years old.
Cool.
Happy Thanksgiving, Luna! Because if your pet's anywhere near what our pets are like, it's usually right on top of us, so. And you have your milk in there?
That says mix together and then add the milk.
Butter, sugar, and eggs. Okay, gotcha.
This is cooled down.
Yeah, it should be cold. And you need your mixer, and I'm moving your muffin cups.
Okay.
Sorry, that way you have enough room. Yeah, my cat's on the floor down there, looking up like, okay, is there space up there for me? So she'll probably come around and sneak this way, which is what she does. I need a teaspoon. Tiniest little thing. It's a 1/4. What you looking for? Well, then put that on that side.
Okay.
Oh,
So
ladies,
there.
What? Sweet.
Okay, so that plugged in right.
Yeah, I didn't plug it in from yesterday. Oh, there we go. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Feel it coming. Okay, I feel retarded. I just put my cinnamon in with my butter. Just put my cinnamon in with my butter.
Haha, Luna's closest to me, so yeah. She's all over me most of the time. Luckily, she's playing with my brother while I eat.
Okay, I'm gonna milk in there. How much milk do I need? I need one, 1 cup milk.
Oh, you have milk. Wow, I put this shrimpful topping in like the biggest bowl that I could find apparently.
Okay, so and then I need to add the vanilla. How much vanilla do I need? 1 tablespoon.
The big round one.
Luna says but I'm pretty sure that means hello though.
Okay, so the vanilla's added, and then mix together.
Setting up the wash thing.
Okay.
Can't do the rinse one. That sort of has the ham in it.
Yep.
I'm gonna put your topping by the muffin tins
Okay.
so you can wash this bowl out.
And then
Where did the toe go?
Okay.
Oh, that's right, I had it drying last night.
Yep. Add all wet ingredients into the dry. What?
All your wet
yes,
ingredients you just mixed up
Into here.
into the dry bowl.
Okay.
Okay, who's blue cup?
Mine. Pour the water.
I'm moving the blue cup.
Okay. And then what?
Hi, fuzzies.
Okay, that's good.
Just leave it. Set it down. Thank you.
Hold on.
Ooh, the blueberries look good. I can see them in the camera. Oh, the blueberries? Yeah.
I have to mix this thing before I add in the blueberries.
Yep. Because if not, you'll have squished blueberries. Yep. Fuzzy's looking at the dogs out on the next door.
Bulldog baby
Do what?
Bulldog baby.
Honey, you're not supposed to be on in there. You can come in here and help. considering we're making your blueberry muffins.
Okay. And let that drip for a second.
Water's not hot enough.
Turn the camera.
What you
Goes
doing?
that direction. I was just turning the camera.
Okay.
So then, on blueberries.
Dad in the shower? Okay, I have no hot water.
Okay, so then it says, add blueberries mixed till combine. Okay,
Combined.
combine. Ah, it smells so good.
Bulldog is something too. He's giving the camera a view, and
What?
Bulldog is helping too. He's giving.
Did you measure those?
Oh.
Take your mixer out because you gotta hand mix those, because if you do that with that mixer, you're gonna
Yeah.
kill every single blueberry. Well, I guess we're having a shitload of blueberries in our blueberry muffins.
Yep.
No, considering we're all gonna be drunk by the time we're done. Yeah, I couldn't measure them because they were dried. Okay, where's that jar? Still that jar. Put the blueberries back in. Blueberry juice back in it.
Okay.
Look at that pudding. But said she didn't want none of that.
Okay, I need a spoon. Where's that spoon that you got the rest of the stuff into my bowl with?
Huh? The scraper?
Yeah.
For
Just hold it for a second.
oh. Yeah, your beating on the bowl is a little loud there, sunshine.
Okay.
Save those blueberry muffins for me. I love to try a muffin that overdoes on blueberries.
She overdid on blueberries, but that's okay. We'll deal with that. Done with the milk?
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so you're working on blueberry muffins.
Agreed.
Go ahead, stick them in the bowl. So I'm
It
waiting on hot
says-
water now.
Yeah, where's my muffin things? In here.
On the table.
I don't get like this chemical in there.
No, you're gonna bring them over here.
Okay.
Because your butt's gonna be in the camera if you do it over there.
I was gonna stand at this.
Minnie, bring them over here.
Okay.
Why do I not have any hot water?
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. Bulldog Gaming 7869. Up for the fun.
Hey, hon, can you come grab these coffee cups, please? So I can have room over here for drying.
Yeah.
And scrub the lid. I have no hot water.
So how we doing over here?
Good.
Morning, Bulldog. Come on, dude.
Morning, Marvin.
You grab that ear off my shoulder?
Hope you're enjoying the feed. Well, at least the making of the feed.
You used all the hot water?
Not that I know, no. It was still hotter than hell when I got up.
And that would be Bubba Dally 13 that's alive and well back here.
Yeah, I have no hot water.
Give it a little bit of warm back up.
I didn't do it. It wasn't me.
Uh-huh.
That's what Shaggy said too.
Okay, now why are you using the ice cream scoop?
So that I don't have to just pour it in there and get it a mess. Which I'm kind of making a small mess.
Gives you more even of a muffin.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to say. It was not.
I'm sure you were waiting for Mom to answer that question.
She was trying. I need to make more coffee. You have about a half a cup in there.
That's enough to start.
No, you can pour it into mine. I know you don't want it.
Oh.
That's what
Hazelnut coffee.
No.
Watch your sides.
Oh, she got.
I am.
She just tore up.
What?
She attacking the pie. It wasn't sealed.
We almost had a flower kitty.
Oh, that would have been a royal mess for the day. Cat in the flower pot. We would have had We would have had flour everywhere.
I know what I forgot to do.
You're good. Continue what you're doing. Coffee.
Hazelnut coffee. But it's okay.
Whatever.
It's something to start the day.
Okay.
Trying to get stuff out of the way so Bulldog can make some coffee over here. Muffin done? Gimme.
That's my bad.
Hey, Mom, you want to put on your...
Yes.
Okay.
Follow her.
I was gonna grab it.
Big clip. You can either look there or you can look there to see a picture.
Yeah, just making sure I'm out of the picture when I'm doing this.
You are.
Yeah, but you're loud and obnoxious and we can hear you on camera.
I know.
Yeah, the microphone is a really good microphone.
It's a really good microphone.
Yeah.
You can hear Victoria. You can hear Victoria belch in the bedroom.
Oh, she don't need to belch in the bedroom. She did herself proud yesterday, didn't she, Marvin? Mm-hmm.
No.
No,
Say no. Please say no.
Everybody knows that Victoria belches like a dude now.
The buzz,
She outdoes me.
the fuzzy builder. Hello, and witch wolf.
Hello, busy builder.
Oh, hey! How's your Thanksgiving going? Hope you're having a great Thanksgiving. My daughter's over there making blueberry muffins and I'm putting the streusel toppings on them. I think we're gonna have one with toppings, one without toppings.
Yep.
Cooked all the main ingredients yesterday. We did all the pies, and so today is we're actually making breakfast today. We did creamy pancakes yesterday, which Victoria, the one in front of the camera, she's my youngest, ate all of them except for I think 4.
2.
Bull.
Okay.
You ate all of them.
Except
Okay,
for 4.
you forced your sister to only be able to eat 2. At least that's the story I got.
Oh,
Yeah.
she did. Elsa asked how many she could eat, and Victoria said 2. That's all you get is 2. At least she was nice enough to ask if I needed one.
Yeah.
I don't know where other toe went to.
What is it, Joe?
Oh, the pink one that you're standing in front of?
Busy builder and his family are doing Thanksgiving tomorrow. Both him and my wife got work.
Oh, that's right. I totally forgot they have to work today. That sucks. Well, hopefully you guys have a great Thanksgiving, and it sucks that you guys have to work today, but totally understand.
Put the turkey in on low heat first thing in the morning. That way you guys come home, you got a hot turkey.
Yeah, true. Have you heard Bulldog? You know, you can go take over your daughter's job over there and type, honey.
At least she's owning it.
Oh well.
Here, baby girl. You have how many left? 4? Okay, start. Do with these 2. And if you have 2 left, then we're good. Let me see your bowl. It'll make your life easier if you have it in one corner.
Okay.
Hey.
Here you go. Sorry, she's my lefty. Hold on. Share some of that muffin mix with the next one.
Okay.
Okay, there you go. Just go.
like to butter fish fry every 30 minutes for the first 2 hours, so I need to be able to attend it.
Very good, very good. That is very understandable. And I'll be on the chat here in just a minute.
Cooperation. Okay, that wasn't my house. That was my son and his phone. Drop. Give me.
However,
All right.
I will start
Read your instructions. How long you need to put them in for, babe?
Add to muffins and topping, cook at 425 for 5 minutes. Reduce to 375 and cook for 15 minutes. Make sure the toothpick comes out clean.
You're not going anywhere. That's bad.
Okay.
Oh, that backfired. I'm gonna ask you. It did backfire, so we discussed it. No, not what I heard. What I heard is you would ask her. No, I said we would discuss it with her. Well, she told me to ask you, so.
Putting muffins in mom.
No, I don't think we have enough food.
You what?
Yeah, get the ovens.
Hot oven opening.
Get the ovens in. Yeah, get the ovens in the oven.
Mom can't English today.
I know I can't English today. Tried to say muffins and. Okay, give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Came and I'll cook it. All right, get your timer. Hon, you could do coffee now.
Okay, be there in a second.
No, now. Coffee.
Okay, 5 minutes, then reduce heat to
375.
375. Okay.
You wanna go grab the coffee? Sorry, we're gonna interrupt cooking for coffee here for a second. So you're getting all kinds of tapping and. Ugh. Okay, we need a new towel out here. My cat, you gotta see this. Okay, my cat is guarding my pies. She is literally laying against one of those pies over there. She is
Not
guarding.
the hazelnut, you're getting the regular coffee.
She is guarding the pies.
Sliding in here.
My second mug of coffee.
Lucky.
Oh, I had hazelnut and bulldog, which is right in front of my camera right now. Can't stand hazelnut coffee, so I had the rest of it. He's making regular coffee.
Oh, wait a second. I just now got up, so.
Hey, Minton, you want to grab the rest of the apple cider and we'll just pour it in here. Sure.
Do not count the scoops that I put in here.
It's 5.
It's that kind of day.
Just pour it in the pot. All of it? All of it. Need a bigger knife. Well, actually. Ooh, that's a big old pot. Ooh. Good.
Oh, there goes my. It's good, Jennifer.
Which is what?
If there was any left, I was gonna make some.
Baby boys.
that. You can still do that with that.
Still shadows.
It'll be hot apple cider,
Okay. This way. Everywhere.
hot apple cider apple pie.
Just get the coffee pot back. That way it's out of the making room.
Okay, so what's next on your list?
What's next on the list?
Sweet potatoes, probably. Look up on there.
Sweet rolls.
Okay, the recipe is on the sheet over there.
Okay.
If I can't see through it when it brews, then
Is this the sweet rolls? Because it says the best sweet.
Yes, those. Yes.
Okay.
I agree with you. I do agree with you on that statement.
What?
If you can't see through it when it's brewing, it's good. If it looks like tea coming out, it sucks.
Oh, that would be Elsa coffee. That would be our middle daughter making coffee. You want this?
I did.
No, back.
no, that was Victoria's coffee.
No.
No, that was
That was
your
you.
coffee.
Mine's
No,
just
hers is the one that you put the spoon in the center and it stands up.
Oh, that's right. It stands up on its own. That's right. She makes thick coffee. She makes military coffee.
There's a hill that like that one.
Oh, yeah, our black one. Yeah,
That's shadow.
that's Shadow. We actually have a feral cat that runs around here that's actually pretty friendly.
Looks
So-
just like him.
Looks just like him except for he's a little bit fatter.
He is fat. What are you talking about?
And he's got weird eyes.
His
He has one yellow eye and one green eye. But that's okay. We love Rich Shadow.
Okay, I'm gonna start on these. So, milk, sugar, salt.
Trying
Holy
to
crap, that's a lot of salt.
What? What was that for?
This.
Oh, muffins. $3.75. One notch down. There you go. For how long?
15 minutes.
Okay.
I knew many of Peter's Shepherd. I was in go figure.
Okay, so milk, sugar, salt,
Go get what you need.
butter, warm water.
Go get what you need.
Okay.
We made a hot apple cider, so I'm just adding the rest of the lemon and orange into it so I don't have to waste anything. It's sitting right next to the stove and I'm dying.
Right there. Okay.
In front of your face.
Yep. Okay. Warm water. Okay. How much warm water? Half cup. Warm water.
Oh, which is usually is probably what we have right now is warm water.
That.
Considering I don't have hot water right now.
Stay. Half cup. Over here. This is way in.
And you're making it wet anyways.
Yeah, I know.
She dried off the measuring cup just to get it wet again. Such a habit, got the measuring cup right off. I was like, you're just gonna make that wet again? She's like, I know. You're not gonna get any warmer than that. Many.
It's actually getting up pretty hot.
Is it? Well, you need warm. So I think that's the one that's feeding the yeast.
Okay, so 2 packages for less.
Yeast, which
Okay.
is right in front, which is this right here. 2 1/4 is 1 package.
Okay. It's over here.
Hey, Minnie, as much as we enjoyed the top of your head, please stop showing me the top of your head.
Sorry.
Oh, smell like a big old one now. Oh, you're getting water temperature up. Yes.
Told you, give it a few minutes.
What?
Told you, give it a few minutes. Start going back up.
Yeah. Okay, since you're doing temperature, you might want to get the thermometer out of the bucket.
Okay.
Because if you burn the yeast, you have to start all over again.
What? She have to get it 120, 140?
I don't know. She has a thing over there. You know, help your sister instead of sitting there.
Alright, enjoy breakfast. Busy.
Enjoy breakfast. Sorry you have to work today. Thank you for stopping by.
What does she put in the yeast into?
Are you reading that?
Yes, it says put in a large bowl, not a pot.
Okay, you need to put it in a large bowl.
In a large bowl, mix warm water and yeast. Not a pot. You need a bowl.
I'll get a
Get a
bowl.
bowl.
You're skipping directions. You gotta go step by step, child. Dallas, do me a favor. Grab me that white bowl. Make sure there's nothing in it. What was in it? Thank you. Okay, step-by-step instructions or you will mess up the rolls.
This is large bowl.
Grab a bowl. Grab a metal bowl.
See, large.
Because that's going to be your initial bowl when you're done. You have 2 big bowls sitting right in front of you where you just put that little one. Yeah, don't trying to act like you don't know how to read today. You proved your point yesterday, you know how to read.
That's more like it.
Much better.
Okay. What does it
Okay,
mean by
remember-
scald milk?
Huh?
What does it mean by scald milk?
To the point where you're almost burning it. But don't
Okay.
burn it.
Well, it says scald milk. Bring just to a boil and remove from the heat. Immediately stir in sugar, salt, and butter. Set aside. And allow it to cook.
In here.
Get your milk.
Get your milk.
Okay.
But you don't need a temperature. You just need to bring it up to boil and then take it off the heat. So which means you need a hot pot over there where you're at.
I don't think it's an exaggeration to say that I had more vouchers from Victoria yesterday than I ever had in my life.
What? I don't think it's an exaggeration to say that I heard more belches from Victoria yesterday than I've ever heard in all my life. That was from,
Marvin.
uh,
That'd be Marvin.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm Victoria, my belch queen.
Just keep reading along. So you need to watch that until it's already on. I turned it on.
You need to watch it until it boils. And what else do you need after that? Probably a whisk, right?
You're gonna have cup like. Never mind.
Better stay over there with that milk. As soon as it cooks, it's done. No, I mean, it'll boil and then it's burnt.
watch your milk.
Yeah, you don't step away from milk.
Look. Yeah, what tape are you trying to boil?
Yeah.
So, how much you need? Sugar, salt, butter, sugar, butter, and what else? Salt.
That's starting to boil?
Yeah.
Then remove it from the heat.
So, my,
The salt, salt. 1/2 teaspoon. Oh, right here.
As Big Brother takes over.
yep. And
Dallas is usually the one that does the cinnamon roll, so.
You have enough.
Keep an eye on your milk.
yeah, it's already done. And what? Salt and butter. And then melted.
Is this say melted?
Yeah.
Melted. You need a melted butter.
2/4.
4 tablespoons.
Yeah, let me get that in half.
Hey, you don't need to keep taking the knife. There's one in here somewhere. There's one right there.
Oh, here.
It's moving. Has citrus on it, but
I'm gonna go grab it.
What's the young gentleman's name? How old is he? And where are y'all? Where were all the
step down, Dallas.
Oh,
Squat.
sorry. I'm like really tall, and my name is Dallas.
Bubba Dally 13.
It's 14 though.
Here. That needs to
His
be
call
melted.
name is Bubba Dally 13, and he opened up my sugar.
I did.
Victoria, you didn't tell your brother where the sugar was at?
No, she did not.
Oh, the sugar.
It's right here.
Okay.
I don't know where the other one went to. Oops. Hey, hon. Fun said she had enough.
Yeah, she waving that ball.
So it's gonna have to go on low. She's dying in here. You guys getting warm up here in the living room? Are you sure?
Nice and comfortable over
Good. You wanna turn off the heater, please?
Me and Dallas, we went to Kansas to deliver a trailer. I'm a truck driver by trade, and so Dallas went with me while the girls did prep.
This has to stay on lukewarm. Am I able to leave it on its own? It's off.
As long as you're off, yeah. As long as it doesn't boil. Oh, I need this. Okay, while they're working on technicality of rolls, see my elbow turning. I'm gonna work on the sweet potatoes.
So then it says.
That's done. That's done. These don't CC.
So I need that water under there so it's yeast.
I
need a
yeast.
Fourth. Oh, perfect. Okay, so.
Do you have your warm water?
Yeah, it's right there.
Right here?
Yes.
Make sure it's still warm.
Yeah.
And you need to put that milk away before it gets, because
Yeah.
you're sitting right next to the coffee pot. And go put my milk away.
Okay, water. And how much yeast do you need?
She needs 2 packages, which is 4.5 scoops, 4.5. Whatever that measurement is on the outside of that container
The fourth
is 1
teaspoon?
package. See the measurement? 2 1/4?
Okay.
Teaspoons. So 2 of those, 1 of those.
Play up muffins. Hot oven opening.
Well, no. Stop, stop, stop. Oh, yeah, they're done. Okay, pull them. Do you have 4.5 in there?
Yep.
Okay. 4.5?
I have 2 of
2
these at
times
once.
this. Then you need to do it one more time. So
Okay.
it's 2 packages. That's 1 package. Get this.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
It's okay. Well, slice my finger in half. You guys just want the sweet potatoes to stay whole? Oh, usually I take time and cut these all in half, but I have 4 cans of this one.
I just sleep home.
This is finished.
Start in like mixture. 18
Oh, where's your lukewarm?
Mm.
Did your
Play.
yeast come up and bubble?
Is it supposed to bubble?
Yep.
Oh, that'd be better.
And it is.
And she didn't have enough warm. This water wasn't warm enough then. Where did it say that you had to sift together, bowl? Oh, then you don't need this in the way. Scald milk just to boil, remove from heat, stir in sugar, butter, set aside, allow to cool to lukewarm. In a large bowl, warm water, yeast, stir until dissolved. Stir in lukewarm water. Okay, so it didn't have to bubble. Okay. But you do need to get the yeast where it's not chunky. So that means these are going to rise in the oven since it didn't proof. But if you didn't have your, oh yeah, that's warm enough. Okay, just your.
Marvin was wanting to know how many were the same as
Hey.
species here.
Can you even have eggs up?
5 of us. So if you want to explain, that we always go all out, even though it's just us 5.
You don't even have your
Oh.
ingredients.
What? I told her.
Oh.
There are 5 of us in the house. It's me, Bulldog, Victoria, Bubba Dolly, and Elsa over there. And
What is half of 4 1/2?
What?
What is half of 4 1/2?
2 1/4. 2 1/4. 2 1/4.
4?
Yeah. Of flour.
You'd have.
And Dallas asked if one of his friends can come over since he went over to her house last week because her parents have to work today. So we got to go get her after we have everything set and done. So it'll be 6 of us in attendance this year.
Huh?
Leave her alone.
It's
Explain to your brother.
I put into a bowl just to make sure that there's like no eggshell in there, so we have to get it out when it's in there.
Yep, teaching her correctly. Don't roll your eyes at me. Honey, your coffee's done.
What do you want? That you have my word.
It says you have to drive, you can fly.
Sure.
Oh, it did.
Talk to the camera and say that.
What?
What?
What are we talking about?
Well, it'd be faster to fly instead of and drive, because, you know.
2-hour flight.
But, yeah.
What are we talking about?
It's probably more expensive to fly, though, so I understand why you're driving.
Oh, we're in welcome. I feed enough to feed the whole army, so.
It's 21-hour drive from
Is this
Jersey.
one Mom used?
Woo.
Yes.
From where?
Jersey.
Get 2
But he
Oh,
says we
that's
have
right,
5, so he says it's totally worth it.
Get 2/4 cups of flour.
Okay.
I don't know. You might have to go through snow or a lot of rain somewhere.
It's just rain.
Oh, it's rain.
2/4.
2/4. You said 2/4 cup, Mom? 2 1/4 cup?
2 1/4 cup. 2 1/4. 2 1/4. 2 1/4.
Okay.
It's alright.
You got measuring cups over here too, right there. Make sure it's dry. especially if you're doing flour. And I think I tapped my finger on the oven.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't find my second container of sugar that I had done. Unless we used it all.
I think I used it all.
Possible. 'Cause I can't find it. Ow, I think I did burn my finger. Okay, I'm only using 3 cans of.
Is that oven supposed to be still on?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm only going to use 3 cans again instead of 4 this time.
Okay.
Oh, my pan can't take another one.
The other end you
You guys have brown sugar over here? Yes.
He said rain, snow, maybe I won't make the drive. On the other hand, you do have pumpkin pie.
I have pumpkin pie. I have pecan pie. I'm working on yams. Blueberry muffins are out, which I'm surprised Bulldog Gaming isn't over here trying to stuff his face with a blueberry muffin. Because since I made them for him for breakfast.
I had to give him a minute to cool off. Okay, it's been more than a minute.
I'm gonna interrupt camera and get him some coffee.
Princess Elsa's back on tech for a minute.
Are you done with this pot on the stove?
Yes.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Watching flying elbows while I'm trying to do my work here. A little bit of flour there.
That looks like creamer.
Could be. Or it could be flour.
No, it's not flour. I already had my flour beat in.
We'll go away down the counter anyways.
Okay, so beat till smooth. Add remaining flour gradually. Mix as you go. You may need a bit more or less in your recipe depending on the quantity and other factors.
Read
Your
it out
dough
loud.
should be elastic and slightly stiff, but not dry. Don't let it dry out. Flour, the rest of it.
Oven's still on.
2.
Over there, I just rinsed them off because you stuck them in my sink. Instead of putting them over there with a towel. There's a dry towel right next to you. What do you need it for?
The other remaining flour.
Yep. It's a dry, which means all you need is a dry towel to sit right here. And then when you're done with everything, then you take it to the sink and rinse everything off instead of making Mom do it. You have butter over there still. What do you need the butter for? What's the butter for, Minnie?
I have no idea. That's the other half of the butter that we might use.
Okay, thank you. Oh, I'm doing kicking over the trash can. What? What?
Something about buttering the inside.
Oh, at the end you butter the tops of them.
Yeah, but
That's fine. We'll do that.
these are good.
Okay, you guys got me all flustered now.
They don't want to see you eat. You're gonna make them hungry.
So I do.
Oh, did I not show the blueberry muffins when they came out?
No.
Oh my god. Oh my god. So stressful.
Good.
Pencil hot? No, pencil hot. Here. It's all wet. Might just toss it over there by the laundry room. Toss it by the laundry room.
I made it in your flour.
It's the ones with the streusel topping, the blueberry muffins. Sorry if that's a little shaky. I'm trying to get here. Full pan of yummy muffins. Okay.
And the one that I'm eating is one without the streusel.
I'm putting in the flour, Dallas.
Okay.
I'll pull for it with pan.
Okay, you must have got a blueberry straight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's good though.
Which is the beginning of some good blueberry mashed potatoes.
It's in the fridge.
Nope.
You want to do me a favor? The parts that are standing up over there by the edge in the first drawer. I'm going to take out
You know you
blueberry
haven't been
muffin
baking until you
and
flour yourself.
yams when you're done.
I just floured myself with a nice shirt on.
It's okay. Just don't dust it. Just leave it the way it is, Dallas. I'll take care of your shirt. Oh. Go into that bed. You might want to get to this bed.
Those muffins look so good. I was like, can we trade families just for Thanksgiving?
Say that again.
He wants to trade families for Thanksgiving. More than welcome. I got plenty of food. You don't need to trade. You can just come over and eat.
Drive on down. Be here tomorrow about noon.
It's bad as I do the same thing for Christmas.
Hey, you can come down for Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh, being part of a Hispanic family, him coming down for Christmas, he might get shot. I know better. You know. That's it. We're coming up for you. We're coming up for Christmas. I know better. What do you
We're gonna go to
think?
New Jersey.
Oh. Okay, step aside. Okay, remember the whipped topping we made yesterday? That's the whipped topping. And if I do this correctly, ta-da! Upside down.
That fell. No, it didn't.
No, it didn't. Yep. Let me let your son try. Huh?
He tried giving me an angle.
What do you think?
That's awesome.
Yeah. Even though we spilt a good quarter of a cup. Yeah, you don't need this anymore. You're getting too doughy, which means you don't need this anymore.
I mean, I can use my hands.
Yeah, you can use stick of paws in there. You might want to take off your shirt though. You have another shirt under there?
That'll be fine. That's what we got a washer for.
Yep.
Ah, crap. I need what?
Just stay still. Just keep doing what you're doing.
I need to flour my hands first.
Oh shit. I need to put my flour in there when we're done.
Yep.
Oh, I need to get my butter going.
Can I have a muffin or two?
When you're done, here,
Okay.
just put it over there. Considering you keep.
You guys are more than welcome to.
Okay, you need to steer that camera so people can see Dallas doing what he's doing, not just you and the camera. As much as you're cute, Victoria. Dallas
I will always
Dallas
be
is the
cuter.
star right now, child.
Nope. I will always be cuter.
No, you will not.
Yes, I will.
Okay, Marvin said, haha, you guys are more than welcome to come up here for Christmas. I'll do my Hispanic thing and make tres leche cake.
Oh hell.
We love tres leche.
Okay, I'm in love, and I'd probably be only to take one bite, but I will enjoy everybody else doing it. Long story short, I had a gastric bypass, so me and sugar don't get along. I make cheesecake, and I can take a singular bite of my own cheesecake, which is okay because I usually make it for a bulldog, anyways.
And me. You can't forget me.
Oh yeah, and you, I swear, my children,
Yes, the recorder is back.
which are already said this. Okay, Minnie, I'm gonna move you out of the way. You wanna come grab this? You wanna come grab this? Go put it over there by Dallas. Dallas, I'm gonna invade your territory a little bit, so I'm gonna scoot you up. Scoot you over. Is this golden flower?
Yes.
I'm gonna invade kid territory over here for a minute. Cannot have yeast next to heat. You'll burn my yeast stuff. Go ahead, put it over there. Put it next to your brother. I'm gonna squish next to his butt for a minute.
Yep.
Move!
And after you're done, I need a lightly floured surface.
Okay, Minnie, take all this, get it out of here.
Okay.
Okay, what I'm doing is I got,
Pick up.
oops, get this back. Sweet potatoes, I put brown sugar on top. And then I'm dotting it with butter. And then this is gonna go in the oven. I think those don't have to rise, do they? They just need to be formed, right?
These? Turn dough on plastic.
Oh, those yams look good.
Butter the inside of a large bowl, put dough in the bowl, and turn dough over a couple of times to coat it all in butter. Cut the bowl and place in a warm place so it can rise.
Okay, you need to rise then.
Yep.
So which means you need to combine what you can in the bowl. Okay, once you, okay, that's good. Hold on. Just give me 2 seconds. Move, move. Don't do that. You have butter in that. You put butter all in that measuring cup that you have. Give me a second, Dallas. I gotta get butter off my hands. Leave it in the sink.
Cover it and let it rise.
Yeah, we have to let it rise, which means we're gonna set it. I need washcloth, please, because we got sugar on the thing.
Here, guys.
Give me that. Oh, what was I doing? Moving knee. Sorry. Lightly buttered in here. I need the butter that's in that container in the fridge, please. Are those eggs left out on my counter? Okay.
Then we got a party.
Come on, Bree here. The heat of my hand is gonna melt the butter. I don't know if you can see that a little bit. See, I got butter in my fingers. And what we're doing is just gently coming up. So kind of judge what your dough looks like to how it's going to double. So that needs to double first before we do anything else with it.
It says it needs to rise.
Okay.
It says to roll out on a lightly floured surface. Which usually takes 8 to 10 minutes, but it also has a large bowl.
Okay, so you need to put it on the floured surface and then into the bowl. Okay. Get that out of the way. You have the flour, and we're out of your way. And maybe you didn't put that in the fridge because I can't get into the fridge right now. Put your little towel up there. Come take care of the brown sugar, please.
Okay.
While I take care of the dishes. Now I got hot water going here. Right, go. Trash can's right behind you, Dallas. Don't trip over it, honey. Try to get some of these dishes out of my sink because I have a big old hunk of ham sitting in my sink right now.
They had a flashlight.
Huh?
Hi, Slash.
What?
They had a flashlight.
Flashlight?
Hi, Slash. Look.
How are you doing? Happy Thanksgiving? Sorry, you see me in the background? Whoop, whoop, me in the
little bit.
background. Oh, we are having a.
They gotta deal with the view of me kneading my dough.
Let's see this for a second. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's
That's
plenty.
good?
Yeah, that's really good.
Okay.
See how it formed really well? Do not gather any more flour. All right, grab your bowl. Take this one out of the way. We don't need that one. Yeah, dump it out. It's right behind you. Right beside one. Just put it in there. Okay, now grab a towel.
on top of that.
Towel. Here, clean towel. Oh wait, I'm not using that one.
White sweepers.
Sorry, it's gonna make all kinds of noise.
You should cook on Twitch.
Huh?
You should cook on Twitch.
What?
It's new to cook on Twitch.
Oh, I've done this a couple. Oh no, I did this on YouTube.
Twitch is all game.
Oh, new to me.
New cooking on Twitch. Very cool. This is kind of a family thing that we're doing this year. This is the first time for Witch's Channel to host a cooking channel. So the whole family's doing it. I'm Bulldog Gaming at 7869 here on Twitch. So welcome. Enjoy.
This.
This is my
what I'm talking about.
this is my crazy family.
Part of it.
I have one being an IT, Victoria, the sous chef for the last couple days. Bubba Dally, which is the one scraping that you see in front of you now. Alright, Dallas, I'm going to aim up camera here for you, bud.
Sure.
Alright, there you go. That's Bubba Dally. Search through carts here. That's done. Marshmallow yams are done. Alright, so next, we got to do stuffed mushrooms. Oh, as soon as I clean, you know what? That needs to go in the oven. I thought you needed to go in the oven, but I need to go in the oven. Alright, oven
You
open.
don't need to go in the oven. Your food needs to go in the oven.
My food needs to go in the oven. My yams need to go in the oven and get some warm loving going on. Warm loving. For the yams. Oh yeah. For the yams. Okay, I'm crazy.
There.
What are you doing?
Can I get a
Okay,
wet rag?
honey, while you have a lull time, you wanna start your ham, baby?
Getting ready to get my ingredients together.
Well, you have a baggy thingy in here too.
That'll get swimming.
What?
did so good for Thanksgiving, we'll do this for Christmas too.
Okay.
Now I got some hot water going. You are all flowered.
Yeah.
Bulldog, you ready to start the ham, hun?
I'm getting ready to get my ingredients together as soon as I finish the sugar.
Ashley's over here. Sorry, you get a little bit of cleanup while we're in between everything here. Bulldog is about to get all of the stuff ready for that ham. Still got stuffed mushrooms to make. So I need a couple cans and measuring cups, which are now all dirty. Hate to do this on camera, but I got no choice right now.
That's part of the fun. So on my glaze for my ham, it's not an exact science on measurements.
So, welcome to our crazy family. Hope you're having a great Thanksgiving. Hopefully you're not stuffed and sitting on the couch and going, "Whoa, I wish I didn't eat that much."
Oh yes, ham time. I poured Storm Soul by NC Hammer.
Can't touch this. Dun,
Wait, did they catch me dancing?
dun. Oh, sorry.
I danced in front of the camera.
Can't touch this. Dun, dun. Oh, sorry. That's my generation. Oh, here you are. Okay, you got all that.
Any other ingredients over here you need?
I'm good on the ingredients from over there.
Oh, come here. Let me deflour you. And since you're gonna work with that dough again, you might want to go put on a shirt that you can get floury.
Oh, yes. All right, so there's the camera. So for Marvin, this is the rum that I use.
Okay.
Hopefully that stayed up there longer so you can see it.
And you made it fuzzy. 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 There we go. Good job.
There we go. That's the rum I use. A lot of people use Captain Morgan for their cooking. I don't.
Yuck. Don't
Got
use a lot.
I never do.
Okay. You need a bowl?
Not you both.
Oh, you want a better bowl? So you can actually see?
So I can actually see it mixed together. All right, sous chef. Hold that.
You might want to aim the camera down a little bit bigger.
All right, so the camera's going to go down here to where I'm working.
Okay. Hold on. Hold on, I got your soul. Hold on, chill out.
Got it. I got it.
Chill out.
It's there.
Are you aimed?
It's there.
Oh, awesome.
It's
Okay.
there.
I'll
All right.
shut up now.
So this is where the magic starts.
It's not really magic,
Does it melt in your mouth when you eat it?
From the mob squad over there. Okay.
Just stand there.
Okay. Stand there, look cute. Okay, off camera.
All right. My first ingredient for my glaze is brown sugar. Like I said, it's not an exact science.
Minnie, can you find me the other? I think I put it in here, didn't I? Oh no, I just need a mixing bowl. Are those dried?
Yeah.
Okay. Here. Dried. Here. You have to speak, honey. What
much are you putting in there approximately?
Approximately a quarter cup of the rum.
What did you put in there before?
Approximately 2 cups of brown sugar. Done with that one for now. And now comes the fun part because there's no real measurement for it.
Just get your. What are you putting in there?
Squeezing in ketchup, which, as everybody knows, most everything is made with a tomato base. And if my hand will work today, I would be able to open the honey mustard, which is actually a change up to my glaze.
You want me to get it?
I got it.
Sure. You got it?
I got it. Everybody's trying to help me out here. Usually I use real mustard when I do this, but this year I'm doing a little bit of a twist, so I am using honey mustard. See if I can do something different. And
That's about a cup and a half.
No, it's not.
oh no, that's not even a half a cup. I'll just whisk this all together.
You need any hot water or anything?
I need a little bit of hot water for. Actually, no, I think I'm good.
Okay. You want some regular honey in there?
No, I think I got that good and covered.
You need any spices?
I do need that packet that came with it, please. Whisk this all together.
Any scissors?
I do need scissors, please.
Right here.
Scissors right here.
Yep. You need this hammer and stuff or anything?
No, it's a good thing you got a non-salted brine. So this is the packet from the ham. That all mixed together.
That smells good.
Yeah, it does. I'll just whisk this together. Now the ham's not going to go in yet, so this is going to sit for a minute.
Actually, if you want to, you can put it on the bottom.
No,
We might be varying your temperatures on it though.
like my shirt. Elsa, time check me. Time check. What time is it? 11:25. Okay. So and what time did we decide we were going to eat?
I gotta cook everything else that goes into the oven.
Okay.
So I still have stuffed mushrooms and we have the rolls, and then after that you put in the ham, since the ham doesn't take as long as everything else.
Yeah, because the ham's been out overnight thawing, defrosting. So.
Sorry, excuse me. I'm gonna intrude and grab my little basket. Oh,
Buddy
sorry.
basket.
I'm gonna show this off.
Or buddy basket.
All my measuring cups, measuring spoons, everything is in his thing. Trust me. As much as we bake around here, this is a lifesaver.
A little bit of a taste test.
Brown sugar.
Right on spot.
You need more brown sugar.
Just right on spot.
You need more brown sugar.
Get your face over here.
Don't argue with me.
Get your face over here.
No, you need more brown sugar.
Why do I need more brown sugar?
Because I said so. I'm just kidding. You're good.
Good.
You need something. You're great glaze, but you need something. You need a pepper or a vinegar or a something.
Oh, it's got the vinegar's already taken care of.
Hey, Mom.
Mom, what should I do to my muffins?
Just putting the muffins in the container. You might want to grab a towel, baby girl. Hey, move your muffins. No. So we look pretty. We have to look pretty in a pan. You know, it's not a normal day. It's Thanksgiving. We have to all look pretty. What you looking for, hon? What are you looking for? He's perusing in my spice cabinet, by the way. I just redid my spice cabinet, so I was asking what he needed, because I know where everything technically is in there.
We're gonna throw a little bit of pepper in there. Not
You
too
get the
much.
chunky pepper? Yeah, you got the chunky pepper. You got the big cut pepper. Oh, I'm gonna steal this timer for the yams that are in there. Oh, and I can't see them, which is lovely. Okay, we're set this for, let's do 25 minutes and then check them.
Yeah, considering
cow.
they've been in 5.5 minutes already.
My cow. Oh, what else do I need? Dad's gonna need this big pan, so you might want to move your stuff.
Alright, put my stuff over here. This your cleaning pan right here, huh?
Yeah, just dump it in there. Just leave it. I got it. Just leave it.
That's in there. Dip my fingers so they're nice and clean again.
You want a bottom rack into this?
Yes.
Okay.
As we get the bottom right.
This should work. I think.
Oh, too big.
Then I don't have one that goes in there then.
Okay, that's fine.
The only other thing, actually, I got it. Because you need a little bit of height off the bottom, right?
Correct. That's gonna be okay to bake in there.
Oh yeah. Good.
Alright, so now this is where the water comes in.
What I did was I put 2 regular like cup saucers in there, little plates upside down like this, so it keeps everything off the bottom. That way we have all that juice.
Alright. Not a direct science measurement ever, but this is just regular water. I'm pouring in here. This is going to help create steam, which will keep the moisture content up on the ham
And not make it dry.
and not make it dry. Even though the glaze is going to be on there, it will still dry out. So, then put up the ham.
Why did I not have the green bean casserole on?
On your list,
Yep. I didn't have it on my cards.
it was wrote down.
No, I just didn't have it on my cards. It's on the big list. I didn't write it down on my cards. Blueberry muffins are done. I bet you I shuffled it yesterday because I'm thinking it was done. Okay, so yesterday's invention was deviled eggs, sweet corn pudding, whipped cream, pumpkin pie, pickled beets, popcorn balls, 2 ways, and creamy pancakes for breakfast.
Mushrooms are the one of the weird things I eat, but then again, I've never tried them stuff.
Okay, me and mushrooms, I hate mushrooms. Hate mushrooms. Fresh mushrooms are the worst. Hate mushrooms. I will eat the living hell out of these stuffed mushrooms because they are the bomb. Okay, I need to find.
Second of assistance and trash can brought over here, please. Thank you.
Welcome. He's working on the ham back there. If anybody can see, there we go. Aim it towards him so we can see him for a minute. While I look for. Hey, green bean casserole. Look at there. The card's still in the cookbook. Yay!
Hands again.
How many towels do you want to dry your hands there, Ben?
But these are drier than those. Now, get the trash can back out the way. And grab my glaze.
You might want to do that over here where we can actually see what the hell you're doing. Are you done with all this?
Yeah, I'm done with all that.
Alright, I need to put her away or
Alright, so now we need to angle the camera again.
yep, towards your hand.
That's the hand.
You're good, you're fine. I didn't do a damn thing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Did she just say I was crazy?
Shh. No.
Alright, so we're gonna drizzle over the top with this glaze.
I think you can actually put those up. You can move around this way. Are you doing anything? Or since you're not on camera, you don't want to help anymore?
Who?
Victoria. Okay.
Yeah, you asked for a put her away, and that's what she's doing.
Okay. Just asking. Wow. What? I didn't do a damn thing. I don't know what you're talking about.
What she did.
I didn't do anything. Hey. Don't you spill the beans. Mom did nothing wrong. Did I, Elsa? Nope. Nope. Good answer. Good answer.
Mom,
Yes.
I want this.
Wherever Dad got it from, I don't know where he got it from.
Put it back on there. Alright, so getting this good and coated, make sure some of it spills over the edge and goes down the front of the ham on that front slice. This is a spiral cut ham that Witch got for us, which is pretty cool. So it's pretty much pre-sliced. All you're gonna do is just peel and eat, peel and eat.
Going above your head, hon.
Okay.
Just don't want you to spin around and like cook to you.
Alright, so we have a good coating on the ham from the glaze that we just made. Bless you.
You're not supposed to sneeze blueberry muffin. She sneezed blueberry muffin.
Daddy. Which definitely did not say you are crazy the whole time.
She also definitely did not tell me to say that.
Alright, cool. I appreciate that. Yes, I know I'm crazy.
No, I didn't say you were crazy.
He is crazy.
Mm.
I had the papers to prove it somewhere.
I plead the fifth.
We all are. So now we're going to move the ham out the way so it's not intruding anything.
It's not intruding anything.
Because I know if I sit it there long enough, your mouths are going to water and you're going to want this.
I want it anyways. I need a bowl. Bowl.
She wants to. Lid doesn't fit.
Nope. Ham's too big.
Ham's too big. Lid doesn't fit 100% on the pan, but that's okay. It's still covered. Alright, so glaze is done. It is on the ham. We're good. As Witch dances behind me. So that's my kick on the ham.
Are you leaving me?
I gotta put.
Really? You're leaving me?
Yeah, I'm gonna leave you because I gotta put my one ingredient away. So nobody else remembers where it goes.
What happened? I need hot pads, please. I need hot pads, please, and stop staring at yourself in the camera. I swear, yesterday you couldn't get her in the camera, and now she's like a freaking camera hog. She's like, oh, where's the camera? Oh, where's the camera? Oh, there it is. Wait, here, let me profile. See? You can go wash dishes this time.
You can be the
Honey, you want to hold that for me, please? Hold the bread.
red hole. Okay, what are we doing here?
I am Sorry, I'm gonna steer the camera in the direction of the pot. Okay. This was all the stuff that went in for the hot apple cider. I don't have a cheesecloth, which is what it said to do. So next best thing, you put it in a strainer, and that way it catches all your big stuff. I still have some floating in the pot, which is like the peels and stuff like that.
Which is perfectly fine.
But I'll just let this steep for about a good 20-25 minutes or so. And so now we're going to take it off and let that just do its magic. We're going to get a lid and actually turn this thing off, because I would like to drink it without burning my tongue.
Alright, I'm going to get a lid for you.
Sorry if that's making noise. I'm trying to get the rest of the stuff out of the thing. Here.
Alright, so it's a lid with a hole in it,
Oh, that works.
but that's okay.
Oh,
And now she puts the
I had to put the bread back. It's doubling in size in its little pot. It's my own little baby. It's gonna puff up. Okay, I need a bowl. Wow, what happened to all my bowls?
you've used them or they've gotten put away.
I know. Sorry, I tried to do a couple of glass bowls, and yeah, we got one glass bowl back there. Okay, so I need can opener, which is right here, babe.
Can opener.
I need that to open that. Green bean bake. Oh, stir. Sorry. We're doing green bean bake. Have my sous chef over here opening up cans for the moment. Really, Dallas? Welcome to my crazy family.
What are you doing, Fuzz?
Oh, we got a cat. Wait. What's this? You want a camera? Say good morning. Happy Thanksgiving.
As our tech girl is over there pounding away on the keys.
Oh, that bulldog, the crazy one.
Yep.
Right? Fuzzy? Okay, I love you, but you really got to go somewhere else.
Okay, so first can's open.
Stick her in her pot.
Wow. Okay.
See, she's in her pot.
You
Oh,
got Elsa.
wait, go that way.
This is my technician.
See, she's in her pot back there.
Victoria, the sous chef.
Oh, wait,
Dallas, the
hey,
shirt
don't step. Okay, now you can step.
Dallas, the shirt changer, and Witch, the cook / backup dancer.
Yep.
Oh, and Bulldog, the crazy one.
The crazy one.
Alexa, volume 10. You want to move? I need a whisk, please.
There's a whisk. Right there. I got Mama whisk.
I need some of the onion that's in the fridge, please. The red onion that we cut yesterday that I thought I was going to do nothing with. Yep, I need that now. I have Christmas music in the background if you can't hear. I need those drained, please.
Drained?
Yes, please. You got both cans?
First can. Drain.
Okay.
And then the-
Watch yourself, don't spin. Okay. So I'm going to say K a lot apparently this morning.
Yep, you're sounding like one of the kids.
K.
Ka.
Did you do your bed? K.
That's not what I asked.
Did you make your bed today? Yep. Okay. Oh, I hate
Typical
those
teenage kids.
quick answers. Did you make your bed? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. Then you go in there and it's all over on the floor. The blanket has been pulled up, but the bed hasn't been made.
Elsa.
That's my room for you.
Dallas's bed is all over the floor
No,
or
it's actually
tucked
not.
against the wall.
Nope. It is still on my bed. Not
Sure.
tucked against the wall.
Yeah, right.
Next.
Whatever.
I think.
First one's drained.
Okay.
Do you need some of the liquid
Nope.
from the second one?
Nope. I don't need any of the liquid. Or do I? Yep. Stop. Stop. Bring it here. Pour a little bit. I just need it just thinned.
3, 2, 1, there.
Good.
Okay, go finish.
All right. See ya. You can drain it.
Okay.
I just needed just enough liquid just to make it a little bit thinner, because that's the condensed soup. Okay, now we're going to trade this. Cook onion in a pan until brown. That's my baking dish. Add green beans. Reserve the liquid. Oops, my bad. Salt, pepper. Okay, I need salt and pepper, please. And you're in my way.
Sorry.
You had camera time yesterday. You were the backup dancer today.
Pepper.
Oh, I don't want. I want the thin pepper. We don't need chunky pepper. Both of those right there, please. Okay. I did it again. So being a teenager today. Okay. Go get this. Okay. And make Elsa, Victoria the backup dancer today. Can I have one of the tall spoons without slots in it? Should have one without slots in it. The big wide ones, please. Thank you. Salt to me. In hand. Precise measurement. Sure, that'll work.
Pinch of salt.
Oh, that was more than a pinch, so it's at least
Half teaspoon.
about quarter, half, yeah, somewhere around there. But you have to imagine that you're putting this with green beans, and the green beans have no flavor. So you have to add as much flavor as you can into it. 1 can in. Okay, you want to grab that pan. Hopefully cross our fingers all this will fit. You want to pour that can of green beans in there first. And I'm going to do this over. I don't know, a new method of doing green bean bake. You want to open up the fried onions and put a layer in between here. That's usually our problem. Is that all of us love the onion mix on top. And we usually eat it all. You know, when you scoop the top, we usually eat the whole topping. Stop being stingy.
I'm not being stingy.
Being stingy.
Okay, that's a layer. You might need a bigger pan. Because that thing's going to be about this high. You need a bigger pan.
Grab it for you, Elise.
Panis. Big pan.
Take the muffins out. I want that pan.
Big bowl. Blue one. Or green. Whichever one.
Just dump and go.
Dump and go.
Just dump it! I love the instructions. Just dump it. And she's like, I'm going to put one at a time into here. High fives. Oh, there she is. Hey, Christmas. That's okay. We got a little sugar from there. Alright, let's just mix this around.
Just because you can.
Just because we threw it into a different container.
Alright. Rinse. A little bit more.
That's fine. I got 2 cans of it, so we're all good. Oh, here. You pour. I've done enough stirring and crap yesterday. Okay, what we did, hold on before you pour that. Okay, we put the green beans in there and then some of the onions, and we're going to do this is cream of mushroom, green beans, salt, pepper, and onion. We're going to pour it on top. My method this year. I didn't use a lot of the liquid, so I'm hoping that this will just be yummy and solid. I got it.
You got it?
Yep.
We're reaching for another tool to scrape the bowl.
He was reaching for a spatula. Let's get my hands in there. Here, you want the lid? Oh, the bowl. Wow.
Alright, now back to put it on more of the onion topping.
Oh, hold on.
So what we're gonna do is create this nice little mix going on here. God, this looks so good. Can I just stick my tongue in there and just eat the rest of this now? I'm hungry. I haven't eaten a muffin yet. Since you don't have soap in it. Just toss it. Just dump it.
That's when I threw away the lid.
Just dump it. Yeah, last year we did this with 1 can. There was a mistake.
Here you go.
Alright, we're at what, 350 in there?
Yep.
Okay, let's stick that one in at 350 without the lid for about 20 minutes. Got my second timer. Yes, I have 2 timers.
Talk about it.
Top is fine.
That is it.
Okay, we're gonna do that for 15 minutes and then we'll probably cap that. Making sure it was going tick, 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 tick. Okay, green bean casserole is completed. Oh, mushrooms, 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 mushrooms. Okay. Sorry, I'm cleaning off counter here. I need a 9x13 pan, please.
There.
Okay, Victoria, you can stop stirring. You need your help, please. I need to just put back in there bell peppers, a stick of butter. I need a frying pan. I'm gonna start barking orders now. I need those mushrooms out of the fridge, please. Yeah, that's good, hon.
Bell peppers and onions.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Trying to find a warm spot for this bread. Can't put it on top of your stove. Oh, actually, you know what? Woo! That one's still hot. Ow! It's still hot. Mushrooms? Mushrooms? Making stuffed mushrooms. How can I make mushrooms without mushrooms?
You're saying as 70 mushrooms.
Crazy. We're gonna make stuffed mushrooms with no mushrooms.
Busy boulder.
Busy builder. My daughter just mangled the hell out of your name. Mangled. Okay, since you feel like you need to be on camera again. Yep, you did it again. Weaseled your way right back in that camera, Mr. Thing. Okay, what you gonna do? Crap, if I can do this. Okay, while you do that, I'll open up the other 2 packages. Crap, I just scabbed that one. Okay. See the mushroom? See it's dirty?
Yes.
Stop messing with the towel. Put the mushroom in the towel and just kind of lightly brush it. All you're doing is just getting the dirt off of it. Okay? Because it does have dirt. Okay. Take the center. Wiggle. Pull. Wiggle. You might want to get a spoon. It makes life a little bit easier when you forget pieces in it. And then put it. Crap. I need to get a big towel. And then put it head down in the pan.
Okay.
Oops. Sorry. I just fling all that oil on you. Okay, you don't need to be brutal with them shoving you over because I need room. Put them head down in the pan. Okay, she's going to be doing that. And then I need... Okay, be right back. waiting for the fuzz to. I'm waiting for my cat to dunk herself in the. Yes, dear.
Try to edit your spam caps. Busy.
It's on yours, not mine. Or is that mine? Oh.
It got booted because of his hacks.
Are you serious?
He didn't get booted. He got timed out.
Shit.
Timed out.
Damn it, I'm sorry. Sorry about that. I didn't mean for that to bump you out of there. Okay, which timer was this? Nope, you're still ticking. Okay. Nope, you're still ticking.
There you go.
Okay, you're still ticking. That was for the, yeah. Yams. It's under settings. I had it because I had some crazy people on my page that decided they needed to spam. I mean, spam. It was bad. That's why I put up a spam blocker for it. Trying to help my daughter with 8,000 mushrooms here.
That's something to take care of there.
Sorry about that. I will take care of that spam thing after I'm done today. Trying to make room in here for my mushrooms. So what you need to do is have a hole about yay big. That way you can stuff all the stuffing back in there. You want most of your root out. Or stem. Sorry, not root. It's a stem. And a spoon helps trying to get some of the inner parts out. Bulldog was trying to take care of it and can't take care of it. If we only go through 2 of these and that pan's full, we're going to kind of eliminate some of the smaller ones and get some of the bigger ones.
Okay.
Trust me, 1 pan of mushrooms is plenty. You got the stem before I cleaned it. Oh, come on. There we go. Woo! I just dunked mushrooms all over my counter. Yeah, these aren't quite pretty either. Oh, these are not pretty. Wow, these are not pretty mushrooms. These look like they've been through a war zone and got wet. Got told timers over here, so here's. Oh, let's leave that small one out. Maybe not. It fit just perfect.
Almost perfect.
Okay, and you got the last one? Okay. Rub the rest of these so they're clean.
Okay.
And I'll start chopping. Okay, so what you want to do is have everything small enough to fit back into the mushrooms. Panko breadcrumbs, Japanese breadcrumbs. Find it at grocery store. Sometimes in the bread section, sometimes in the Oriental section. Just depends on the grocery store. I want a good handful of onions. Oh, I got crap everywhere. Oh, I just sauced myself from your ham sauce.
Good job.
I got the old timer. Trying to do is just make these a little bit smaller, a little bit finer. Woo! I had them already in a small chop, but I want these just a little bit smaller.
Hey, Mom, I was missing a stem.
No, there's a stem in there, but you don't need to take it out though.
Yeah, I know. There's probably
Okay.
still like one more row in there.
You can probably fit like 3 more, so find the 3 big fat ones and put 3 more in there.
Okay.
Okay, onions in the pan. Oh crap, I need butter, oil. Let's do oil. It's readily available. Yay! Oh, if you don't know, that's my oil bottle. Just a regular bottle with the bottle topper on it. It works so well.
I'm gonna butcher his name.
Huh?
Said, pull the skin of mushroom off with a knife. Clean that.
Oh, you just use a paper towel, what she's or regular towel. So she's just rubbing it, and it usually gets most of the dirt off of it. Just make sure my stems are clean that we were pulling too, so. Get me a trash bowl started here so I don't have to keep turning around looking for a trash can. Okay.
Reorganize all these, Mom.
That's fine. You're in charge of putting mushrooms in pan.
Okay.
Woo! Thumb in the way. There's a thumb in the way. I'm going to take thumb, fingernail, everything off today, apparently. Apparently, I am a rookie at cutting today. So I'm just going to take off fingers and appendages and everything else. Those good? You can leave the stems on. I'm just going to cut the whole mushrooms. Oh, you're putting still in the pan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nada frito, queso frito, and the burro frito. Fried cheese, fried plantains, and gallo frito is a Nicaragua's national dish. It's just rice and red beans cooked a certain way.
That sounds good. Is that Marvin?
Yep.
Sounds really good.
And then apologize for the to this person Cole. I don't want to butcher the rest of his name, but it is
Cole de Buell Saginasta.
Cole, my husband's trying to say your name, and he's just totally butchering it.
Cote, C-O-T-E.
Oh, Cote. C-O-T-E. Okay. I got corrected.
Which finger?
Yeah, I know. I'm trying not to slice off fingers and toes and everything else.
You just had a buzzer go off, so which color was it?
Green
What?
beans.
Green beans? Your 20-minute timer?
Yep. See if they're brown. See if they look like they're glistening and hot in there.
They're hot in there.
Okay, are they glistening? Is
I
the
can't
top?
tell because I'm trying not to pull this down and hit you in the leg.
Yeah, they're hot. Ooh, cover, please.
Cover?
Yes.
Lid?
What temperature do you need your ham to be?
350.
Okay, you're sitting at 350.
Okay. You're going to move for a second so I can.
Scoot that out and put the lid on. Or do you need to bump it down a level? Slide out the thing, hon. You have enough room if you put the lid on to close it back? Probably not. Nope, you're not gonna have enough room. You have to bump it down to the bottom.
Now this is going to take a two-handed job here.
Nope, sit on the counter. On the lid, yeah. Slide that in. Slide that on the bottom. Voila.
Done.
Okay.
Out of your way.
Yep.
Saute the mushroom.
Yep.
They did.
Just lost my mushroom.
I sure made it back into the pan.
Okay.
Give me a paper towel real quick.
Okay, I need to move all these hot tags that are in my way out of my way. There. They're out of my way now.
The 2 half sheets.
Oh, so I'm gonna put this in sort of in view here.
Okay.
Honey, you want to start cooking this, please? Or are you doing something?
I'm not doing anything right now,
Okay, good.
other than being in the camera for a half second.
I need to do this. Ow! Just beating with a spoon. Oh, son of a biscuit eater. Okay. Screw it. Mushrooms are right there. Mushrooms! Getting ready for the filling. Bulldog's over here at the stove. You see his hand. That's the bread. It's starting to still warm up.
It's starting to rise.
I don't know. Oh, bowl's warm. So it should be rising. You! Stop bumping me! Miss, I don't want to be on camera. I was trying to bump me here. Love her to death, but damn, child.
I've lost my coffee cup somewhere around here.
Someone, hey, listen. You have muffin pans behind you. They need to be clean, please. Yeah, I did all the washing yesterday. It's your turn.
And no, her butt's not on fire. I'm trying to get a cigarette.
I felt that.
You didn't feel that.
It's behind me, trying to pinch my butt.
So we're doing a quick saute of these.
They need to get brown and cooked. I need a scoop of garlic, please. And grab me a little tray, Minnie. We'll do a little tray of these. In the pan with you. I need that little small glass pan, Minnie. Which means I shouldn't have hacked up that other mushroom that I just hacked up. Oh look, it's gonna be a little flat one. That's good. That was smaller than that. I should have a small one. Small one. Yes, babe. Yeah, he is. Over here trying to pinch my butt off a camera. Think he's being sly. Not that I'm going to tell everybody or not. Yeah. Hey! Yeah. Coming through. Put a little bit of Earl in the bottom of the pan. Borrow my mushroom. Okay. Borrow the mushroom. Smear the oil around. Too lazy to go grab another paper towel, so. Because if not, I'm going to have too many mushrooms in one pan. Stealing from my other one so we can make a little space.
Robbing Peter to pay Paul.
Yep. Matter of fact, I'm going to switch out a couple of the uglier looking ones. Do what? Yes, Victoria is Minnie, Min-Pin.
Mini-me.
Yeah, Mini-Me. She's got a couple nicknames. Elsa's just Elsa. Dallas is Dally.
Bubba Nelly.
No.
I got a new nickname.
Okay,
410 Gaming.
the girls call him Bubba. Sorry.
But
And my oldest son, his name is Alex. I used to call him Allie. So when he lived with us, I would get their names mixed up. So I'd call Allie. What did I call him? Yeah, I would call him Dally. Call them both of them Dally or Daleks.
what was your other nickname?
This came from Todd's friend. Okay. You can barely see him on camera, but Todd is my friend's dad. And
Okay.
and Todd's friend's name is Chuck, and he gave me the name Houston. And they started this thing where every time Todd has his friends over or whatever, they sit around a small table and they think of new Texas names to call me.
Austin.
They called me that. But Chuck is the main one that calls me Houston. Every time he sees me, he's like, "What's up, Houston?"
I'm trying to wake up.
I am wake up.
Okay, turn that down a little bit, please. We don't need that on Dutch kill. Trying to get these in there before everything else in there is done. And
Ain't that working?
yeah, the boss man had it on the death kill over here. I need a thing of butter. Min-Pin, please, or
No.
Dallas, either or. Yep. Sorry, Minnie. Spoon coming in. Open it up for Dad, please.
Okay.
You need about half a stick to start, please.
About half stick?
Yes, please. And if you want to, I can cut it for you.
That's fine. There should be a spare knife right here somewhere.
There should be a little one over there somewhere. Hanging around on the board or countertop. My house is like crazy palooza going on. Okay, take it off the heat, please. I'm gonna put it in a little bowl. That way we can get these bell peppers cooked too. Yeah, just set it down.
Is that nice?
That's okay.
That's not even see.
Dad's gonna put that mixture in a little bowl. With this? No, the whole thing.
There's no knife under there.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because I used it to open this and I put it in the sink.
Or it's in the sink somewhere. Huh?
Pam, says hi.
Hi, Pan Pan. How are you? How's your Thanksgiving going? Ours is still in the works. I am working on the very last of the food that needs to go into the oven. Other than the ham, and that's Bulldog over here. That's his responsibility.
I put that on the cooling rack over there.
Yes. Yeah, that's fine. I need to get these chopped up and try to get all the seeds out of it.
Dallas, you want a seed for Mom so she can start slicing?
Pam says oh good. Margaret is the oldest of his family. The two brothers he has.
Cool. Remind me again where you're from, Pan Pan? It's been a while since we've talked, so watch your fingers.
Our daughter Elsa's over on keyboard trying to answer questions too at the same, or ask questions at the same time as we're trying to do it on camera.
Yeah.
She's learning typing, abbreviated way.
She's trying. Oh, if you're what? Okay, hold on. Let's see if we can do this. Oh yeah, we can do this. Okay. You ever have a hard time trying to cut a vegetable and you already know that you're gonna dice it? Just take it and pop it where it's flat. Because if you see this one's rounded and this one's flat. It makes life a lot easier to cut when you pop it and make it flat. Especially if you know you're already just going to chop it into smaller pieces. Oh, it smells good. Oh, have your butters right here, babe.
Okay. And what?
In with Dad. Yep.
Sorry about the slider.
You're good.
The other half goes in the fridge so it doesn't melt.
Yes, please.
Julian them, or are you gonna dice them?
No, I'm going to dice them because they have to go into the mushrooms. I'm just making a small slice, small julienne right now.
I have no heat going right now other than the hot pan, so I'm melting the butter so it doesn't burn.
Okay, that's fine. Oh, by the time that's melted, we should have this, and then the panko breadcrumbs are going to go in with that mixture, and then we mix it all together and then stuff the mushrooms.
So I should have used the bowl, little bowl.
No, you're fine. No, we're going to put it all in that pan that you have.
Oh, all let's go here.
Yep, all in the skillet, and then from the skillet into the mushrooms, and then the mushrooms into the oven, and I am done other than
Beef
the
bacon.
bread.
Other than the bread being baked
And the
salad
ham.
being. You did the salad yesterday.
Oh shit, son of a bitch, you still gotta do salad.
Son of a gun.
Son of a biscuit eater! There we go. Everybody better now? Unless you think we have enough vegetables going on, then I'm gonna say heck with the salad, because technically we have salad. Okay, now that I have that all julienne, sorry, I'm bumping myself off the camera here. I have to scoot myself over. I'm gonna turn this sideways. Sorry if I go silent, I'm just trying not to chop fingers off. Okay, I need a drink. I will be right back. Nobody move. Elsa, can you hand me the soda over there by your place?
start off with maybe you don't have to name. Ages range from
Oh, what are we asking? Okay, which timer were we? We were,
The Black Terror.
honey, we are sweet potatoes. I think sweet potatoes are done. You want to come check them? And I'm going to scoot over so.
Sammy's 25.
Don't forget Daryl's 18.
Oh, wow, we're doing age ranges of children?
Starting.
Okay, so we have
Minnie,
Samantha.
which is 11.
Are you going to do
Elsa, which is on gonna type this out on the keyboard, is 12. Dallas is
14?
14.
Oh, 13.
13 going on. No, he's 14.
Oh, shit.
I am 14.
He is 14
Damn
going
it.
on
He's
15.
14 going on 15. My bad. I don't want him to be that old.
And then we skip a little bit to my son Daryl, which is not here. He's not present. He's in Arizona with his mother. And he is 18 going on 19. And then we go from him to Alex, which is 23. And then I don't want to forget my, bless her soul, my daughter Shania, which would be 21 coming up in May. I won't get into any details on that other than that she's not with us. And then we go to Alex, which is 23, and then Sammy, or Samantha, which is 25. And that's the age ranges of the kids.
If you want to know, we have 7 kids altogether
between us two.
between us. Okay, he's got 5. Wait. That one right there?
I have 5,
He has 5. I have 2. I have the older 2.
so that makes 7.
Yeah, 7 kids and 3 grandkids and
1 on the way
1 on the way.
from Alex and his girlfriend.
So when I met Bulldog, I'm going to chop this and talk at the same time, so we're going to aim at the camera a little bit. So when I met Bulldog, and we actually became an official couple, he became an instant grandpa. I'm like, how's it feel to be a grandpa in your 30s?
Awesome. So she's finishing dicing this up. When I put the ham in, it's got to go in for at least an hour to an hour and a half to make sure it's fully cooked through, hot in the middle. About halfway through, we'll set the timer for 60 for 1 hour. About halfway through the first hour, I'm going to put another layer of glaze on it. Then at the hour mark, I'll do another layer of glaze on it. And then in an hour and a half, I'll put 1 more layer of glaze on it, and then it'll be done. That way the glaze is perfect, it's over it, it's covered.
Oh, so I don't have to put these mushrooms in to bake until your last hour then, because if not, they're going to be all icky.
Correct.
Okay.
So all this will be done and prepped and ready to go. So once the yams come out, which we haven't pulled yet.
Yeah, they should. I'll pull them out here in a minute.
So put that in a
Can you put these back in the
saute.
fridge, please? Yes.
Knife moving.
Oh, here, these 2 babe.
Grandpa and his buddies is the coolest grandpa.
Yup.
Whatever.
Right now they're the grandbabies are over in Okinawa, Japan, because my son-in-law is a Marine, and so yeah, I'm
Come
a
here,
little bit
we're gonna-
off camera. I'm over to this side. Woo, there we
Well,
go.
no, I'm trying to make it where it's not so
But
dark.
they're over in Okinawa, Japan, where he is stationed currently, and so we want to wish them, if they're watching, wish them a very happy Thanksgiving. So, cool beans. I'm gonna watch this.
Okay, so stuffed mushrooms are done.
Not
Oh,
yet.
I need gravy.
They haven't been stuffed yet.
Yeah, well,
The prep is prepped.
Right.
Yeah, you're
so I am
smoking.
dying. I have my dining room and my kitchen window both open. My heater should not be on.
It's off.
It's off.
You want to open up the
Front door, put
front
a little
door
bit
and
of cross breeze through going.
put some ventilation in here. I am sweating because the oven's what, 350, 375? And we're standing in a stagnant position.
Okay, so I need to get a hot pad.
Turning on a fan off screen here.
More hot pads. 3 more hot pads.
So going through my to-done list.
Ah, son of a biscuit, that was hot.
Welcome.
Safety first, that's what I said, right?
Green bean casserole's done. Sweet rolls are gonna be done.
They're up.
Duck mushrooms are going to be done.
So,
Woo,
close.
those look really good. Check them, check them. Sweet potatoes are out of the oven. Wait. Let's get a right good angle. Let's not get nauseous doing this. Whoa. And then, woo, hi.
Hi.
Trying to make everybody not nauseous. The mushrooms are waiting to be stuffed. And he's over here sauteing. Sorry, I am moving the camera around today. He's over here sauteing.
No, I'm just standing.
That's the bread waiting to be rising. The pot right here is our hot apple cider. Ooh, still steamy. See the steam come off of that? Smells so phenomenal in my house right now. Between the food and the drink and the holy crap. Okay. Put you over there by the stove a little bit. I know, I'm dying. So ham, and then after the ham's done, I'm gonna do gravy. To do gravy is the easiest thing. If you want to start beforehand, just do your butter and your flour to make your roux. Stick it in the freezer, and before you need it, just take it out. Mine's sitting in the fridge right now because I made a lot the other day when I made biscuits and gravy for somebody here. His favorite breakfast. I'll make it, not eat it.
She eats it. Don't let her lie to you.
I did.
Because she makes it.
I would eat it, but I don't. It's not my favorite breakfast. I like bacon and eggs, and toast, and jelly, and all the things that are bad for me and make me nauseous when I'm done. Yes.
You're going to put this back in with this?
Yes, please.
Cleaner? That's the panko going in?
Yeah, breadcrumbs going in, just enough to soak up all the liquid that is in there. Hopefully I got enough breadcrumbs to do this. Oh, I do. Good. No, we're good. Because between the oil and the butter.
Feel the heat.
Yep. Welcome. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, I smell my house right now. It smells so good. Okay, Dallas is not one. Dallas does not like mushrooms. Does not like mushrooms. I hate mushrooms. I will eat the hell out of these mushrooms. So he has to try these mushrooms. Yes, that one right there. He's going to try these mushrooms and like them. Yes, you may get a muffin. So, all we're going to do now is... Oh, sorry, I'm going to steer the camera in my direction.
It's still cut off half your head.
I know. So what we're gonna do now is stuff the mushrooms. We're gonna leave them. The last thing we have to go in is the ham and the bread, and after that, pretty much that's it. So, all right, my family, come here. I'm gonna get our IT girl in here. Come here, my family. Ready? Where's my IT?
She's grabbing a muffin.
Come here. Okay. Who's not in here? Okay, steer us all in the right direction. Okay.
Oh, sorry. I'm really tall, so I should be in the back.
Shut up. Say Happy Thanksgiving and go away. Happy Thanksgiving. All right, shoo.
From ours to yours, happy Thanksgiving.
Dallas.
Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Signing off. Oh, check me out on YouTube, Boogadala13.
Stop twitching.
He's twitching on Twitch.
Stop twitching on Twitch. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Alright, that was Bubba Dolly 13. Check him out on YouTube.
Come here, babe.
I'm Bulldog Gaming 7869 here on Twitch. Bulldog Gaming over on YouTube. Come check me out if you can. This is Witch. This is your host. This was our main cook. Give her some kudos. We're going to sign off so we can finish up, and then we're going to grub up. And if you're around, check me out on Saturday. Check me out on Saturday. I will be doing a live stream on Twitch from my channel.
Did I move us too much?
And I moved this a little bit too much.
Shit, sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Sorry, I'm trying to get us all above the camera here. Okay, there we go.
So, life's a game. If you can, stream it. If not, at least record it. You guys are good.
Anyways, thank you guys for showing up, cooking with us. It was awesome.
And watching our craziness.
Yeah, welcome to my crazy family. You thought I was crazy whenever I'm on silent streams, but yes, this is my crazy family. If you want to catch more, just let me know. I love cooking, so I cook every day. If you want me to stream it, I will stream it on still his laptop. That's what we're using today, so we can still put it in the kitchen because my computer's over yonder.
Yeah, until we can get a better setup going on for cameras, this will work.
Yeah. So, you guys have a very happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for coming in and saying hi and partying with us. And hopefully you guys don't fill up your bellies too much because I'm planning on to. Go eat me some pecan pie while we're waiting on that ham to cook once he shoves that thing in there because I am hungry.
She's not getting any of the pie until she has that ham.
Bullshit.
You got
Mm-hmm.
muffins over there.
Ooh, blueberry muffins. Oh, yeah. Oh,
They're
yeah.
awesome.
So, blueberry muffins. I'm going to give you a little hints and tips before I sign off. Blueberry muffins, I started out with, if you cannot get fresh blueberries, get the dried ones and put it in a liquid. I mean, whatever flavored liquid that you like. We decided to go alcoholic, so we got some Grand Marnier. Awesome stuff, man, let me tell you. I'm going to angle up here so I can stop moving around and be like, this tiny. Yeah, put some Grand Marnier. Check out my lights. See my lights? Yeah, Bulldog did those for me. Those are Halloween lights. They go all the way around my living room kitchen. It's pretty cool. At night, it glows like a little... We glow like a Christmas tree on the inside. What was I saying? I was talking about something. And I got distracted. Oh, blueberry muffins, sorry. As I hear the back speak over there. So, yeah, put it in Grand Marnier for about a day and a half or so. So they kind of... got big old fluffy and good, and oh my god, biting into one of those is like, oh yeah. You don't taste alcohol because it burns off in the oven, most of it. You taste that rich orange Grand Marnier flavor. It's so awesome. Other hints and tips. If you've got a big family, you're cooking a lot of food. Doing your cut prep that you can do to freeze ahead of time is the best thing. That way you just pull it all out the day before. Make sure you stick it in a bowl or the morning of. That way you know like your stuffing and stuff you're gonna do in the afternoon. Oh, hey Shadow. That's my come here, handsome man. This is my boyfriend. Everybody meet my boyfriend. Say hi, Shadow. That's my boyfriend. My boyfriend Shadow. If you stare at the camera. There you go. My gorgeous kitty. Anyways, we're going to sign off. And as always, you guys have a very happy gamer day. And we will catch you on the flip side.
And that's Fuzz.
Yeah, that's Fuzz. Bye, guys. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving.